Welcome to Regan's Rants and Raves. My name is Ellie. I'm your hostess with the mostest, and today we'll be bitching about, ranting about, talking a lot of shit about
Oh.
1993's The Night Before Christmas. And if you have not seen this movie yet, I don't know where you've been.
But I envy you. No, not really.
Not really.
The movie's fine.
The movie's okay. It's the fan base that's not.
Yeah.
It's the fan base that's not.
Ellie and I share very similar negative opinions about this movie and its cult.
We do. Okay, so I have this weird thing that if you continue to shove it down my throat, I'm eventually not going to like it.
Yeah.
Like Dick. No, I love Dick. I just thought that'd be a fun thing to say.
No, but specifically like Rick and Morty for you?
Yeah, Rick and Morty was immediately ruined because everybody tried to get me to watch it, and then I immediately hated it. There's nothing wrong with the show. I just now don't like it because of the horrible fan base that followed it.
It is a horrible fan base.
The Pickle Rick tattoos that followed it. Like, I can't... And I don't know why. I'm just so fucking annoyed with people enjoying things. And there's something wrong with that in itself. Because people are allowed to like things.
Yeah. I mean, we're both part of the Star Wars fan base, and that's one of the most toxic fan bases out there.
Oh my god. It is brutal, and it is a bloodbath.
We didn't like this one character in the new movie, so we harassed the actress off of Instagram.
Exactly!
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Who does that? This isn't to that, well, it is to a different kind of degree.
Yeah, so, like, this fan base for Nightmare
but, like, you know,
Christmas. It's not
Chris
really...
Sarandon hasn't killed him, killed himself over.
But like, this particular fan base, I don't know if I would call them toxic, but more kind of just, like, annoying? Like, I don't know.
It's annoying.
Like, find something that's also goth to enjoy. Like, that was the thing, was that it was, like, it was the goths in, like, middle school
that made it so fucking annoying, and then people just assumed that you liked this movie because, look at me.
In all black.
Look at me.
Yeah.
They just kind of assumed that this is the thing that you're gonna fucking be obsessed over, and I liked the movie. I loosely liked the movie.
Yeah.
There are so many other things that but God, it really ruined it for me.
Yeah. Like, so...
Couple goals are Jack and... Like, I can't.
Really?
Why are they a couple goal? Yeah, it is a couple goal.
Like,
for
Sally's
people.
just trying
they
to
were
get Jack
barely
to notice
together
him
in the entire...
movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She was just being needy while he was off trying to, rule a kingdom.
Like, that last moment they shared at the end was kind of cute, but, like, literally Sally's entire story is just trying to get him to notice her.
Exactly. Thirsty whore? Like, I shouldn't say that.
You're not ready for all this excitement.
But Daddy, I love him! She kept trying to kill him to get to this man.
So...
Which, same. But
Yeah. That deadly nightshade you gave me wore off. Wasn't really deadly then, was it?
How many girls actually know what deadly nightshade is?
Is there
How many people actually know what deadly nightshade is? 3.
Is there a nightshade that's not deadly?
No.
So they were just saying that for our benefit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
It was just a cute thing to say.
Okay, so I gotta say, I even growing up, I wasn't really a big fan of this movie.
See, I really liked, okay, I don't want to say really liked the movie. I liked the movie. Mm-hmm. I appreciated the movie. I liked it when I was little.
Mm-hmm. But there were like 2 biases that I had that were working against this movie. One, I wasn't really into stop motion animation. I
love it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really cool art form. I loved, like, Wallace and Gromit. Mm-hmm. I love those fucking movies.
See, now I've come to really respect the art form.
Yeah.
And like Kubo and the 2 Strings a couple years ago finally got me over that bias. Like, I saw the trailer for that and I was like, I need to see this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I also watched a lot of Robot Chicken growing up, but that was different.
I liked Corpse Ride better than this.
Okay. I haven't seen that in like 10 years.
Well, I'm just saying that these are the ones I compare I compare those two a lot.
Yeah, and I watched this movie 4 times last night.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I was trying to appreciate it, and also like I was doing something else at the same time. So I'm trying to like absorb more of it.
I can't wait for the first podcast where the internet's going to come for us, and I can't wait for it to be this. Liking, and I'm going to say it right now, this is not a personality trait. This movie is not. Oh, God. It's so annoying, and I can't.
But the other bias I had to get over was I also wasn't really a big fan of Tim Burton and Tim Burton's style. Like,
no, yeah. I can't agree with you on that.
And that was like another part that was kind of the fan base, but mostly it was like, so like I grew up with his Batman.
Yeah.
And
which is the neatest style that it's a really neat style to put Batman in.
Like, it's a neat style, but like that was kind of like all I really saw that I was getting from Burton. Like, my favorite Burton movie is Big Fish, and that's the least Burton movie that he's ever made.
I like Big Fish too.
Yeah. But like I don't like his Alice in Wonderland.
I love how I love how dark all of his shit is. Mm-hmm. Because of course it's right up my alley. Mm-hmm. He was one of the first directors that I actually, when I was younger, be able to recognize the name of. And I know that sounds really weird.
No, not really. That sounds pretty...
Because normally you're not, as a young person, actor or directors aren't the first thing you're gonna fucking, start to think about.
Yeah.
And it was him and Kevin Smith that I started to be like, wow, you could definitely tell that it's you could definitely tell this is a fucking Tim Burton movie. Mm-hmm. Anything he almost touches, except for Big Fish, and I agree with you on that one, is a Tim Burton movie. Mm-hmm. And I think there's something so neat to that he adds himself into everything he fucking touches.
Yeah. But speaking about that, like, this is a Burton movie. His name is on the movie, but he did not direct it.
No.
Like, he created the characters and the story, but I don't know if he wanted his name on it or the studio wanted his name on it. But like, everybody thinks that he directed it
because somebody bought it.
Yeah. But like everybody thinks that he's the one who directed it.
Yeah.
Because his name is in the fucking title. Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas. And
they even say it. Yeah. Like he just created the story and the characters, and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
That is what he did.
It's kind of like adapting a comic book movie.
And the director is Henry. I can never pronounce his last name.
Selick.
I don't think that's how Tom Selleck spells that. Selick.
It's probably Selick.
Probably.
Anyways. Yeah. So Tim Burton did not direct this. A lot of people think that he did, but he didn't.
But it oozes him.
It is like 100% Tim
But again, that director also directed Coraline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coraline. He did James and the Giant Peach. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is also him.
Mm-hmm. So he's also...
Because that's the same...
Yeah.
Well, now I can kind of see that more.
Mm-hmm.
Being him and less Tim Burton. Or maybe like a happy mix together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can see a lot of Coraline in this.
You can definitely see how it bled into Coraline. And he also...
And James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah.
Which is a fantastic movie if you've never seen it.
It's been a while.
Yeah. It's so good, though.
It's a weird movie.
That's a Roald Dahl book,
isn't it? It's based off of a Roald Dahl story.
I could not tell you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is.
I couldn't tell you. Sorry.
What's up with the fucking rhino?
Don't watch the stage show. I'm just saying. I don't like it.
The stage show looks like a vagina.
So do you. You fucking bitch. Okay, let's get actually down to like the movie itself.
Okay.
Instead of bitching about the fan base.
And personal biases. So, like I said, I wasn't really too hip on this movie growing up.
I love Danny Elfman.
That's fair. Danny Elfman was more of Jack than Susan Sarandon's husband was Jack.
Ex-husband, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
I looked at the credits and thought, wow, he took her name.
No.
No, yeah.
Susan Sarandon is such a fucking boss that she made his last name more fucking famous. And I'm pretty sure, divorced him. I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
Yeah. Fucking boss-ass bitch.
Okay, so personal biases aside, I watched this movie 4 fucking times last night. And
I've seen this movie a lot. Because of course I have.
and I should go ahead and say this now, 11 minutes into the video. My condition from last week has gotten better, so if my voice sounds worse, it's totally, separate from that.
Good.
Yeah. But, okay, so movie opens up with 100% iconic musical number.
Yeah.
This is Halloween. But
it opens up with the poem.
Yeah.
That Tim Burton he wrote that, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then it goes right into the song. And the song...
this song, every time it plays, it makes me smile.
Yeah. There's some really cool, heavy metal covers of it out there.
You're talking about just the Marilyn Manson one, right? You can say that's the heavy
I've seen
metal.
more than the Marilyn Manson one.
But that's the cover everybody fucking knows.
Yeah.
It's the Marilyn Manson one. And it's dope.
But,
he wrote Dope Show, and I said dope, it's fine.
But that song is also where, the first problem that I have with how the movie is made kind of comes up.
Yeah.
So this is Halloween. I am the monster hiding under your bed. Teeth so big and eyes glowing red.
Teeth growing sharp and eyes growing red.
Yeah. And there's nothing really inherently wrong with especially musicals that are structured like that, where you sort of break away and describe the world and the characters like that. But it's very just kind of... It doesn't really flow well for me, personally.
Okay, so I absolutely disagree with you on that. Because I feel like it does... It explains the world that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
You are in the Halloween mecca. This is where Halloween was born. This is where Halloween is kept.
Yeah.
In their little storybook forest. I don't know what else you want to call that.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand that the...
Holiday forest?
The purpose... It's a weird world building thing. What the hell's up with the doors? Are there, and why specifically those holidays? Why isn't there a Flag Day door?
Did they ever explain that?
No, they never do. It's just a part.
Flag Day isn't real.
St. Patrick's Day is real.
Flag Day's a myth.
Christmas is real.
Christmas was still... That's a whole thing. That's in another video.
Yeah, but that magic system, I want to briefly cover that later.
Okay.
But okay, so but only one of those characters that introduces themselves in that song ever pops up again, and it's Oogie Boogie.
Who was murdered because he was doing what he was told to do, which was kill Santa Claus.
Jack didn't tell him to kill Santa Claus.
Yeah, but he was still told to do it, right?
No, I think that was.
I thought he was told to do it.
No, he was kind of his own agent.
Because he got given Santa Claus.
Well, yeah, so Locke, the second one, and Beryl, they delivered Santa Claus to Oogie Boogie, and because they worked for him. But Jack didn't want Oogie Boogie involved at all.
Well, he was told by the kids to do it, right?
He was told by the kids. I don't think the kids told him to kill him. They just brought him there because
I'm so confused.
I've
always been really weirded out. I've never actually tried to delve too deep into it until we started and needed to talk about it on a podcast. Because I've never thought about it before. And I'm just you know what? Okay, it's normal. Jack kills, Oogie Boogie, and then it's done.
Yeah. But Oogie Boogie just is fucking with Santa because he wants to, really. It's also part of Jack hyped Santa up earlier in the movie, as this scary force to be reckoned with, and that's why he could identify with Christmas a little bit more. Again, I watched this 4 fucking times last night, but
I've seen this movie a lot.
So when Oogie Boogie gets his hands on Santa Claus, he's appalled and surprised that this is the scary force to be reckoned with that Jack was so enamored with.
It's just some big guy in a coat.
He's kind of just fucking with him as a power trip, kind of. So yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway.
My favorite song is the second one. It's where he's
lamenting.
Oh my god.
I think it's just called Jack's Lament.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's my. There we go. That.
Which I only know because one of my responses said I can do Jack's Lament.
Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my favorite. I think that's my favorite song out of the entire thing. Mm-hmm. I think it's because he's going through an entire crisis. And in a crisis I can understand.
Yeah.
Because, say you've done Halloween for so many years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And you're dying a little bit inside.
Yeah.
And you're not sure what the fuck to do, and you're having a mental breakdown. And I've had those mental breakdowns, and I identify with Jack a lot in this movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that until watching it, actually wanting to delve a little bit deeper into it. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, wow, I understand wholeheartedly.
Yeah, that was another reason why I watched the movie 4 fucking times, was just to kind of understand it a little bit more. And I think by the end of the 4th one, I did come away with a new understanding of it. Like, Jack is fucking depressed. And
yeah.
Like Sally's trying to save him from this path of self-destruction.
He's the Bone Daddy, by the way.
Nice job, Bone Daddy.
That is my favorite fucking thing to call somebody. Bone Daddy's hot.
Bone Daddy?
I don't know why. That is, I love that so much. But yeah, I identified with Jack a lot. I thought that Sally was kind of whiny, and I didn't really like her character that much. I understood why she was there. I understood her purpose for the story. Mm. But
I don't know. I think Sally might actually be one of my favorite characters. In the movie. Because like
she gets that sad song that Amy Lee covered.
No.
Okay.
But like, so like she's fighting for her own agency the whole movie, in addition to trying to get Jack's attention.
Yeah.
But like at the core of
she has a Little Mermaid story.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like even complete with weird father figure who's controlling.
But Daddy, I love him! I'm just 16, I'm not a child.
Yeah. This was, 5 years after Little Mermaid? So.
No, more than that.
When was Little Mermaid? I thought it was 88.
89.
89. Okay, so 4 years after Little Mermaid.
Yeah. For some reason, there was a lot bigger of a distance. There was a lot bigger of a distance in my brain.
It went the other way.
Yeah.
No, I do like Sally's story, even though some parts don't really make sense. Like you're just a Frankenstein's creature who's also psychic at one point.
Same.
Jack, I've had a terrible vision. That's fantastic.
Yay! Cool.
But yeah, like that vision thing just comes out of nowhere. Why can you do that?
No, we don't need to. We don't need the explanation. That's the thing. Is this is also a kids movie?
Yeah. So
it's really easy to debunk and tear down a kids movie.
Yeah.
Because it's not meant to be anything deeper than what the surface.
Like the fucking Doors. Like nobody's walked out that far.
Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares at the age that you're watching this movie.
Hmm.
Or even as an adult, when you're just like, oh, this is a fun, tradition movie to watch.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, touching on that magic system, so...
You're magic.
Oh. So, like, most cultures in the world, like, they have... If there's magic in their traditions and in their stories that are passed down...
There's magic in a lot of religions, too.
Yeah, yeah. But there's systems to most of those.
Yeah.
And, like, there's reasons why they exist. But, like, with Irish and Gaelic folklore,
yeah,
like, magic is just kind of there.
Yes.
And, like, there's no real reason why some people can do it and some can't.
Magic with a K instead of magic with a C.
Yeah.
That's an entire other video.
Like, sometimes people, liberate their people and then turn into fish. Like, it just happens sometimes.
That's what I do every day.
And, like, that's the kind of way that I was approaching this movie when I was rewatching it, maybe the third time.
Yeah.
Was, okay, so Sally can just... have a vision every now and then. Okay. And there are just these holiday doors that don't include Flag Day out in the middle of the forest. Okay, fine.
Don't delve too deep. I guess don't delve too deep into it, or else you're just going to get yourself in a hole and end up hating the movie.
Like I have for 20 years?
Like I do with anything I see.
Yeah.
I rip it apart and then hate it. And that's it. That's it.
And then we talk about it.
And then we talk shit about it. Which is great. My favorite pastime is this.
Yeah. My favorite musical number, weirdly, probably, is Kidnapping Santa Claus.
Oh!
Yeah.
The Korn cover. Yeah. Listen. The Korn cover. That's all. That's all I want to say. Korn cover's great of that song. I love that song too.
Yeah.
I do. I like all of the songs. What's This is a little bit meh. I think that's the only one that's a little bit I understand why it's there. I understand the purpose of the song, but it's not as exciting as the others. Because of course, I'm all about this is Halloween. Now, to you, is this a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
I'm glad you asked. This is a Thanksgiving movie.
Because it's the in-between?
Not just because it's the in-between, but also it's about Jack appreciating what he's got.
Aww.
Yeah.
Good for you. I don't know what to say to that.
It's a Thanksgiving movie. Like that's the cut and dry of it. Is that Jack's entire story is about learning to appreciate where he is in life and what he's got going on for himself.
I think it's a Christmas movie. Because, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
It's set on, the majority of it's set on Christmas. Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
And I disagree.
That is really dumb. Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it's a Thanksgiving movie.
No.
Yes.
Someone's saying Groundhog Day is a Thanksgiving
movie. It's one of
two
Thanksgiving movies.
Comment if you think Groundhog Day is a Thanksgiving movie. If we're just going to be saying fucking blasphemous things. I hate you.
If Groundhog Day is a Thanksgiving movie, then that means Edge of Tomorrow is a Groundhog Day movie.
I'm gonna fucking smack you around. Out of all the holiday movies, The Tooth Fairy is the best. If we're just saying fucked up things.
You talking about Dwayne Johnson?
Fuck yeah, I am. The worst thing to ever happen to anything ever. That was a bad movie, and I love The Rock, but that is a bad movie.
That was before you, really become respected in Hollywood.
So, I consider, this is definitely a Christmas movie. This is one I'll watch around this time of year.
Well, it's both. It's a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie.
You could watch it at either time.
Yeah.
But it's not a Halloween movie for me. I don't watch...
Really?
Hocus Pocus is more of my... If I'm looking at a children's movie for Halloween, this Night Before Christmas is not what I'm picking to watch. It's always Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
I guess this is the Christmas movie for all the Halloween kids.
It is.
Yeah.
And I understand... I think that's one of the reasons why I like it is because there is a movie just for us for Christmas time. And this is it. But, I don't know, there's Krampus, there's a bunch of other good ones.
Love Krampus.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, there's...
Black Christmas.
There's a fucking list. There's Gremlins, which is, my favorite Christmas Halloween movie.
It's weird that Christmas is a whole subgenre of horror.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. there aren't any other holidays like there's so many movies about them in horror that is a whole subgenre. Yeah. Christmas and Halloween. That's it.
We need to make more. We need to have more horror Halloween.
Flag Day.
Okay. Is that what we're gonna tackle?
That's it. It's gonna be a zombie conquistador, and he just keeps planting flags in people's chests in name of to claim them for Spain.
Alec, we'll make this fucking movie. Alec, you bet your sweet ass will make this movie.
Comment down below if you want to see the zombie conquistador Flag Day.
We'll make it. I hate fucking Flag Day. I hate Flag Day for a lot of other reasons, but I hate Flag Day, and I'll make this fucking movie.
I hate it for Big Bang Theory.
I hate it because I can't get into my family drama, but I hate fucking Flag Day.
Wow, there's family drama about Flag Day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it, but there's an entire thing. Venmo me $5 if you want to hear the story. I'll leave my thing. Send me money, please. I just want to buy Chipotle.
So,
This movie,
yeah.
Instead of Flag Day.
What's this?
What's this?
The one thing I always think whenever watching that scene is that's a weirdly proportioned snowman.
Yeah.
That he hides in. But that's it. That's my one takeaway from that.
I think he's attracted to Sally because she's around the same height, and they're the only ones that are that height.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Isn't that weird that I thought about that during the movie, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
This is his one tall friend. And I guess you guys have to have sex because you're both, tall.
Bone daddy.
Put down in the comments if you want me to start writing porn. Because I'll do it. I'll do this.
I don't like what you're doing.
I just want to see what people get from the shit that we talk about and what they want us to do. Because if it's a Flag Day horror movie, I am on it. I will make the most fucking awful horror movie, the cheesiest Flag Day horror movie you've ever fucking seen. I'll make sure a boom mic is in every single shot.
Not even dipping from the top.
Just like
it'll
in
just
her.
be like in the
and then
scene.
It's porn.
Yeah. That'd be a fun gag in a horror movie. Like a horror film, like ripping the boom mic from behind the camera and using it as a weapon.
Comment down below. Anyways, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm ready for I'm ready for more children's horror. I'm ready for new stuff, man. Because I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I'm also almost on the way out of the hocus pocus phase.
Yeah.
Of life.
I mean, like,
because I've been in it for the past 20 years. I'm done.
I mean, I think we've talked about it before. I think it was on the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Talk about children's
episode.
Horror.
Yeah, like, I think this generation is really starving for some...
Hey, Siri.
What? What? No. What is happening?
Our Siris are talking to each other.
I didn't even do anything.
I need you to keep that in there.
I don't have Hey Siri activated. I don't know why.
What the fuck just happened? Because I don't either. Alrighty.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird.
But I think that this generation is really in desperate need of new child-friendly horror.
Yeah.
Because children deserve to be challenged.
Yes.
And horror is a way of challenging their world.
Yeah.
Their worldview in a safe way. And
I remember whenever Hocus Pocus was on Disney Channel. Mm. Well, it was a Disney Channel movie, but we had it VHS recorded from the TV, and it was a thing that I would watch, like, from the VHS recorded, and we, I don't know what you call it, like, it was my stepmom's cousin that I would go to her house. I don't know what you call that.
My
step cousin?
Step-aunt?
Great step cousin? I don't fucking know. Anyways, but we would go to her house and we would watch that all the time. And Hocus Pocus was a big part of, like, my childhood, and that's what got me into liking other things, like witchy movies that I love. And then this movie, you know, is another gateway drug into me liking Tim Burton stuff.
Yeah.
And that style of movie. So I totally agree with you. We need more.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to make more children's horror.
Yeah. Like
comment down below if you want Flag Day to become a children's horror. Make kids terrified of flags. Day. Oh my god. Make kids terrified of flags.
And like
this is Halloween.
I think a lot of people our age watch, like, stuff on Cartoon Network and such.
Yeah.
And, like, new children's horror kind of comes out in things that aren't really horror-based. Like Gravity Falls was, like, weird and kind of Halloween-y kind of show. And, like, it got some cosmic horror in there with its main villain.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was mostly, like, a comedy.
Yeah.
An animated comedy. Same thing with Steven Universe. Fantastic show. And you get some elements of, like, cosmic horror and psychological horror, but they're really just used as, like, accents on some episodes.
I understand that.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. I think the market is there. You know, I think kids are ready for a new, just straight horror kind of show.
I think so, too.
That won't completely traumatize them. Like shoot for the Mask episode of Goosebumps, and, like, that's it. That's the golden area.
So, as you know, we do this thing where we ask for, I guess, reviews?
Or just, you know, opinions.
Opinions on the movies that we're about to talk about. And we both posted on the main Peaches and Scream stuff. You want to delve into the things that I found?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start first, since you're...
Yeah, I think I've only got 2. I got 2 responses on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I'm going to kill myself.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Is this your tape?
Oh, 3 responses. Okay. So, Nyla, who responded last week to what we were doing last week. I can't remember. It was so long ago.
Knives Out, you stupid bitch.
Yes, Knives Out. Nyla said, "It's crazy how long it took to make it to make this movie in comparison to how long it takes to do stop motion now." And I asked him to elaborate on that. And he said that this movie's production was 3 years.
Yeah, it was crazy long.
It was just 3 years of people like moving things frame by frame, which is intense. It's a respectable art form.
This is I was gonna say this movie's an art piece.
Yeah. And he elaborated some research. So like Missing Link, the latest film from Laika Studios, the guys who made Coraline.
Yeah.
The production on that movie took 2 years. And it's also so like they shave off an entire year of production, and also it's 16 minutes longer. And I got another response. I didn't ask this guy if he wanted me to use his name or not, so I'm gonna let him remain anonymous. He just wanted to let me know that Jack's Lament is a beautiful song that he can sing well.
Aw.
He also said that the movie is overhyped but good.
See, I can agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have my problems with it, but it's way overhyped.
Yeah. And then I got another response at some point that's just a heart emoji. So
that's dumb.
Yeah.
Do better. Whoever sent that.
I don't think I know that guy.
Okay, good.
All right.
I like that men are sending you hearts.
Aww.
It gives me hope. Okay, so our friend Sarah, our beautiful friend Sarah.
Yeah.
Who she's gonna at me later, said, "This is half of my personality." Yep.
She has a tattoo.
She does have a tattoo. And it's a very well done tattoo.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
I love Sarah. I love you so much, but I said what I said. And I stand by what I said.
This movie is not a personality trait.
It's true. But you can say that about a lot of things that I like, so.
Yeah.
This is another quote. "I think the core of this film still stands as the test of time if you view it as a fun, spooky ride." And that's the end of the sentence.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. If you just view it as what it, take it for what it is. You don't really delve too deep into it like, us.
Yeah, like that thing that we like to do. Yeah.
Yeah. My friend Olivia said, "I do love it. Lots of sentimental value. I still get excited to watch it." I love that when movies can do that for a person. Or this is a lot of people's tradition movie, like a tradition on like, Christmas Eve to watch. And ours was It's a Wonderful Life. Mm-hmm. Growing up, we would watch that one on Christmas Eve when I was little. That wasn't really my choice, but that's what we would do.
You know what my family's traditional Christmas movie was? Jingle All the Way.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
Dude, that is fucked.
Yeah.
You should sue. You should sue for property damage. Fuck, that is bad. I thought I had a bad... Okay, anyways. And there was somebody said to me that I loved it. And then there's our angel. Our sweet angel. It freaks me out. I thought it was a good movie, but I couldn't get over the way that it looked. And then now I called her a gentle whore. I think that's what my response was. That's because I said that's the reason why I love it, and then I called her a gentle whore, and now she wants me to put that on her tombstone. Gentle whore. I love it. I love all of Tim Burton's films. That was from another person. But yeah, I got a decent amount of responses, and it was all people that loved it, and I can't wait for people to be mad at me about it. Can't wait for people to be mad about the things that I've said here. But what are you gonna do?
My best.
I mean, it's not that I really care, but yeah, I'm not on the same level of liking it as other people are.
Yeah. Like, growing up, I wasn't into it, and it wasn't really the movie's, it was partially the movie's fault. But now I can really respect it.
Yeah.
I respect all the hard work that went into it. I respect the imagination and creativity that went into it.
Yeah.
And I think that the fan base is really matured as well. They've kind of gotten over it. Except for Sarah, who's for half.
No, I don't think... If the fan base isn't as bad as it was, but I think it's still there.
Yeah.
And there are so many other good movies to be obsessed over.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. There's so many other good movies. Please pick more things to like. I'm begging you at this point. Because the internet's killing me.
You know what's going to suck is if this video revives, interest in the movie.
Fuck. I mean, again, I'm just a fucking asshole. You like what you like.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that you like things. And, if this is the movie that you pick to be obsessed over, then you know what? At least you're not doing heroin. Or if you are doing heroin and watching this movie, you're just an all-around weird person. You're just doing life wrong. Please don't do heroin.
There are resources available for you to get help.
Ugh. There are just so many other good movies, especially Tim Burton movies, or even this style of animation movies. There's so many good ones. Corpse Bride is way better.
I can't comment.
You're wrong. You should feel
I'm wrong
bad.
because I can't say anything?
Yes. No, Corpse Bride is so good, and it's so pretty and blue.
Ooh,
it's very blue, and I love
blue.
Yeah. Alec, do you have any last thoughts on this movie before I fucking rock you in the face with my fist?
This movie's about cultural appropriation.
What?
Yeah. That's the whole story of cultural appropriation.
You didn't start with that?
No. I thought about it, but I don't know, we just kind of rolled into it. So I'm ending with that.
Do you want to elaborate, or you just want to drop a bomb like that?
Okay, so Jackson Tyre,
all right, cancel culture, get ready.
No, but the Jackson Tyre, fall is based in him stealing another culture that isn't his. It's about, he even, when he's doing experiments to figure out what Christmas is, he realizes that, Christmas is, and it just is, and why should, they only have it? Anybody can have it. You know what? Not just anybody. I'll have it. Christmas is mine. And then
I don't think they meant it like that.
No, of course not. Cultural appropriation didn't enter the public lexicon until at the earliest 10 years ago. It was maybe a sociological term before that, but it wasn't. I don't think Burton or the director were thinking about that at all when they made this movie. But sometimes the meanings of movies change with time. Yeah.
I watched an entire video the other day about how the movies that didn't age well because of the things that were said and how it was okay at the time to say these things. But now, if you were to go, if they couldn't make this movie now, there's a bunch of them. 13 going on 30. It's a little bit odd.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Art doesn't exist in a vacuum. It changes.
Episodes of Friends that don't age well.
Yeah.
Because, fat shaming and, but then the show was also kind of progressive in the same sense for certain topics, like veganism, because you had VV.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of, they're good at bads with Friends, but trust me, there are a bunch of movies that if you were to watch that now, it'd been oh, yeah, wow.
There are a surprising number of 80s comedies that are really into rape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird Science.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back and watch Weird Science if you haven't in a while, and just kind of take that one in.
Yeah. I think one that's pretty universally loved is 16 Candles. And that kid just rapes that girl at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
She was so drunk and her boyfriend manipulated her into sleeping with this kid. Yeah. But
you wouldn't have thought about that at that point in time whenever that movie came out.
Yeah.
And the good things about the way that the world is going, I also think there are bad things about the way the world is going right now when it comes to certain PC culture kind of stuff. But this is not one of them. This is not one of the bad things. At least we're opening up our minds to, maybe this is a little bit fucked.
Yeah.
But you can still love and appreciate those movies. There are certain things to consider.
Yeah.
When watching them now.
Yeah.
But there's oh, fuck. We got into this big argument about Gone with the Wind. Not argument, but...
about, how interpretations change with time.
About things that are okay.
Yeah.
My argument was it's a period movie. Mm-hmm. So, of course, certain things are going to be said in certain ways, and what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And then
like when it came to the black characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't agree with me.
Yeah.
That we should be still watching that movie.
No, I think we should still watch the movie. Like you're saying that because of that video I shared.
No, I said it because it was a comment that you made.
Oh, did I?
At the movie.
Oh.
After we watched it, when we went to go see one of my favorite movies, and it was my birthday outing, you decided to ruin the movie for me.
Well, I guess after that, I changed my mind when I watched something that was very informative and very educational about that. It's Cold Crash Pictures, one of my favorite YouTube channels. They did a 2-part series about Gone with the Wind. Each video is like half an hour long.
Well, the movie's in 2 parts.
Yeah.
So.
That's fair. Well,
break it down into 2 different things.
Well, his first video is about analyzing the cold hard facts of Southern culture and the history and
all the things that were wrong with Southern culture.
And he's saying this as a Southerner too. And the second
not even just the slavery thing. There are certain things in that movie, the way that they treat the women who are in mourning, and the way that they treat the girls who they have to take
just
nap
girls
times.
In general, yeah.
The way that they treat the girls and how they handle them. There's a reason why I like Scarlett so much, because she just said fuck off to a lot of things that she was supposed to do and things she was supposed to say, people she was supposed to love. And I think that's the reason what I take away from that movie is it as a really strong lady.
Well, the second part of that series.
She's also a cunt too, but.
Well, she was a survivalist.
She was. Yeah. And I there are certain things that happened to me in my life that I can completely identify with her having to do just whatever the fuck she has to get by.
Yeah.
And so, reasons why I love that movie. But I also understand that, the way that the African American people were portrayed in that movie is a lot to take in now.
There were protests.
Yeah.
By pretty much every black person in the area.
The first African American person to win an Oscar came out of that movie.
But at the same time, I can't remember the actress's name, but she plays the younger slave in the movie. She's got the high-pitched voice. She was basically forced into an early retirement because she was only getting offered roles like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't want to do it. But anyway, the second part of Cold Crash Pictures series is about the movie itself and about the writer and or writers and directors. The movie had 5 fucking directors. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. It's 4 hours long.
Yes. 5 hours long.
But there is one man, if you had to choose one person who oversaw how the movie came out, who was very progressively minded for his time. And I can't really remember the details about how, because I watched this movie 6 months ago. This video 6 months ago. But he took this book, and he saw a sort of satire in it. The opening crawl for that movie is... it is the 1800s in the South. It's the last days of gallantry and knights and gentlemen and
it is the day the South died.
Yeah,
that's what the movie opens with.
And this guy who kind of oversaw all five directors saw that as kind of satirical, and he tried to steer the movie in kind of that direction. I don't think a lot of people pick up on that. But after learning about that, I thought, you know what? Yeah, I can kind of see that. And anyway, Cold Crash Pictures completes his miniseries by saying that we should watch this movie. We should discuss this movie. We should talk about, the ramifications of the movie, the impact of the movie, because it's still, adjusted for inflation, the biggest movie of all time.
Yeah.
Adjusted for inflation, it's grossed over $3 billion.
Yeah.
And we still showed in theaters. You bought tickets for this movie.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And it did a lot for movie making as a whole. and there was some stuff about it that was problematic, and we should still watch the movie, and we should talk about that.
You just have to think about the time period this movie is fucking set in. Of course they're going to say certain things, and of course they're going to act a certain way. This was the South during the fucking Civil War. What do you think you're going to get?
Yeah.
Civil War. Sorry, I said silver.
That was out in California.
God damn it.
But yeah, no.
You have to understand what you're going to get.
Yeah, and that's part of the. We just went on a 10-minute tangent about Gone with the Wind.
And I want you to keep it. I want you to keep it in this podcast. You want to know why? You brought up cultural appropriation. That was immediately the thing that that's our recent discussion.
Yeah, it just started another thing about meanings change with art.
Yeah.
So that's
Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
If we're on the topic of Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween costumes. There's certain things it's not that you... fuck. I don't know the right way to say this. It was never okay to do. Certain things that were never okay. It's not that it's just not okay now.
Yeah.
It was never supposed to thing that we were supposed to be all right with. The Indian costumes and you can say something about Eskimo too.
I mean, people still do blackface for Halloween too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Modern times, still doing this. But then there's also that one thing of separating things out of comedy. Making fun of somebody who... I don't remember who the fuck said this. But it was a part of a bit. And it was supposed to be wrong. That he was doing this thing, but then got bashed for doing said thing because he was making fun of people. Yeah, it was like an entire fucking thing. And
Context.
Yeah.
There's
There's certain things. But like Julianne Hough dressed up as the Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black. She darkened her skin. And this was less than 10 years ago. Because, Orange is the New Black hasn't been gone for that long. But like, things... Why the fuck would you think that's okay?
Yeah.
And then there's Heidi Klum dressed up as... she's an Indian god. I cannot remember her, the name. Her backlash wasn't as bad, but she still got a good chunk of it.
Because it wasn't her culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like...
It was an entire thing. But anyways, and then the Day of the Dead thing.
Yeah, that's something that I think about all because I am Hispanic.
Yeah.
So it's very weird for me, and I didn't grow up in Mexico. I didn't celebrate, Dia de los Muertos, but it's weird seeing like a bunch of white people who I know aren't Hispanic putting on sugar skull makeup and wearing all the flowers and stuff, and I don't think there's anything inherently wrong or destructive about it, but it's just, you don't really know what you're doing, do you?
No, you don't know anything you don't know what you're dressing up as.
Yeah.
But then there's also that thing of, what if they do? What if they're fully aware of what this holiday is, what this holiday means, and then still do it? That is a weird line to cross, but granted, I have no leg to stand on when it comes to that argument, just because, I am just... it's not my culture. I can't make those.
This is the thing about cultural appropriation. Cultural appropriation is a neutral term. It's not good or bad, but there are some examples of it that are good or bad.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Halloween or making a joke out of something, or like in this movie, right out stealing an entire thing that a culture is based around. Those are bad things.
You could also... There is an argument for this movie because, that Christian holiday was originally a pagan holiday that they stole fucking first. So, he was taking it back.
I think that's a really interesting aspect to explore.
There's that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to... Again, we're delving way too deep into this. But you brought it up.
This movie doesn't even really get into, the Christian part of Christmas. It's more
it's more the commercial.
Yeah.
And I'm not... I was raised that way. I was raised Catholic. I am not Catholic now. Same. If you want to get into that in the comments, we can battle if you want to. I love battle about religion. Anyways.
Just be excellent to each other.
But, we celebrate the commercial... holiday. We still do, the Christmassy bullshit. We don't do the religious bullshit.
Yeah.
It's not bullshit. It is God damn it. It's an entire thing.
Well, like, I'm not religious at all.
Yeah, but my family is.
Yeah. I was, like you, I was raised Catholic. So I still go to, like, Christmas midnight mass with my family, but that's just to be with my family.
Yeah.
But Christmas...
You're being respectful to them and their beliefs.
Yeah. But I'm not praying or anything.
No.
I don't believe our Savior was born that day, because actually in the Bible he wasn't.
No.
But like, Christmas still means something to me because it wasn't always a Christian thing. Like you said, it
wasn't always a Christian thing.
By the church.
It was stolen.
Yeah. Specifically to drown out the pagan cultures back then.
It's really interesting how all the different cultures, how all the different religions celebrate all these holidays. Yeah. So, because Halloween, then there's Thanksgiving. I don't really think there's any religious like ties to that, right?
Just the
racist
conquest
ones.
Of the
just racist, horrible
indigenous
ones.
peoples of America. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's really weird what each culture does with, not really weird, but it's interesting what people do with certain holidays. Yeah. Like Flag Day. No, I don't know. But with Halloween and Christmas, there's so many, or Christmas-like holidays. I don't know what you want to group all that.
Well, yeah, so like
Christmas, Yule holidays.
Yeah. Well, like,
Winter solstice holidays.
Saturnalia. Every major culture on Earth celebrated the winter solstice before Christianity just took the whole thing.
The best Hanukkah movie is 8 Crazy Nights.
Name another Hanukkah movie.
You can't. You can't say Yentl because that's just fine. God
and
damn it.
That's why, like, when I decided to become an atheist, I went through the whole middle school hardcore atheist phase.
I went through all religions are bad. There are no gods and masters. Yeah. And then I also went, I went through a lot of different religious journeys. Yeah.
I didn't do that.
I was a Wiccan for years.
Yeah.
I just recently kind of decided and be like, no, I can't really identify as that because I don't practice as heavily, but I still agree with a lot of the things that Wiccans stand for. Yeah. It's just that I'm not a heavy practicer, so I can't really call myself that. So,
I mean, that just sounds like a Christian, but
yeah, I guess it's just more pagan than anything because that's just like a whole.
Yeah, I get it. Well, like, that's why Christmas still means something to me. Like, I don't believe in the Christian story. I don't even really believe in, like, the commercial aspects of it. But to me, Christmas, like the winter solstice, there's a reason why every culture in the world celebrated that. Yeah. It's because you were not going to see everybody that you were partying with after winter. Yeah. Yeah. You just got all the booze that you could, partied as hard as you could, because you were just appreciating what you had around you at that point, who you had around you at that point, because they weren't all going to be there by the time that summer came around. Yeah. Because winter was tough. Yeah. It's
a lot of death, a lot of...
people. Yeah. You run out of food. You have to go scavenge.
This is the highest suicide rate time.
Yeah. So that's why Christmas still means something to me.
I mean, it means a lot to me. Like, yeah, because it just, again, it's family. Yeah. And I didn't have that a lot. Yeah, and so you appreciate it. I appreciate it now. But like, ask me that same question 5 years ago. This holiday fucking blows for me because I'm just not around anybody.
Well, like,
spend it at a Denny's. I did that one year. I think that's why I like Halloween so much, because that is my holiday. Mm. That is where I get to do me things. It's about me. That is what I've made Halloween about. Yeah. And, yeah, I think that's why I'm such a Halloween girl. And then Christmas time just reminds me it used to remind me of how lonely I am. Mm. And so this holiday fucking sucks. And I'm not the only one who feels that way.
No, you're not. I mean, on a very personal note, this is the first Christmas I'll be celebrating without my cat. And if I had known that last Christmas, like, would have been...
changed the whole game.
Exactly, yeah. So, and like, that's the meaning that I derive from this holiday and this time of year. But I also like to go with the community meaning. I don't know if you watched that show or any of our listeners watched. I know Nyla watched that show, but they had a really neat Christmas special, where everybody's talking about their meanings of Christmas, and like the thing that the show really ultimately decided on through Abed, who's having a mental breakdown and imagining everything as claymation, a claymation Christmas special, is that the meaning of Christmas is that Christmas has meaning.
It does.
Yeah.
It took me 23 years to understand that, but it does.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what that meaning is to anybody as long as...
It has meaning to somebody in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't matter the way that you celebrate it. And if you watching this Halloween movie during Christmas time, is what sparks your hate fire, then fucking,
yeah.
I understand the reasons why to watch this movie.
Yeah.
It is your little dark mark on the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I think we should probably end this video.
Probably. We've spoken about the movie and not the movie in like equal length.
Talked about Christmas.
So, Nightmare Before Christmas. It's about cultural appropriation and a depressed guy and a chick trying to get a guy to notice her.
Yep.
Scream Peach ratings?
I'm going to give it a 6.
6?
6 out of 10. 6 screaming peaches.
This is a really tough one for me.
I know.
I think I'm going to give it a 5.
I understand.
Yeah.
Movie's alright, but the hype really killed it.
Yeah. But, anyway, follow us on the social medias.
If there's any movies that you want us to cover, please let us know down in the comments below.
We can only cover like 2 more Christmas movies this month.
I know, we gotta be,
very selective.
I know. We're also gonna be doing a drunk review of Cats. As a big musical theater nerd myself, I am regretting this decision. Should have just done Sweeney Todd if we were gonna cover a musical. But here we fucking are.
This was our first musical we've covered, too.
It is!
Yeah.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Do you hate us for calling you out on making this movie a personality? Let us know in the comments.
I love you so much. I'm sorry.
Make sure to follow us on the social medias. Links in the description. Like, share, subscribe, and...
if you want to fight, let's go.
Yeah. I was always down for fighting.
I love fighting! Anyways. Bye. Thank you for listening to a Peaches and Scream podcast. My name is Ellie, and please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.